friends, Patty Dooley here with Tupperware. I have got something for you today. What if I told you you could do something else other than pasta in here? Yep, this is the pasta maker. Stay tuned and I'll show you what it is. Okay, we have talked about the pasta maker on here before. I've talked about it on my VIP group, on my Facebook business page. I've done recipes and stuff in the pasta cooker or pasta maker, whatever you want to call it. But this is an amazing product because I can cook lasagna noodles in it without breaking them. And that I absolutely love. But you can cook all kinds of pasta dishes and stuff in here. And it's just an amazing product to use. But today I have something that I want to show you that I have been wondering about. And I thought I'm just going to try it and see how it turns out. Well, what if I told you you could do cake in the pasta maker? Yes, this is not pretty. I am not a cake decorator at all. But this is the cake that I made in the pasta cooker. This end right here, you can see, is wobbly, I know. But that's 2 layers that I was able to cut and put frosting and everything in there. It was supposed to be 4th of July, but it turned out more of a pinky pastel blue color. But yes, I made cake in the pasta cooker. Now we're going to do something a little bit different than I've already tried one today. But I am going to be making some pineapple bread, a sweet bread type recipe, kind of like a cake. So that's what I'm going to do today. Like I said, I've already made one and I'll show it to you later. But it is like super easy to do, and then I may do another video on doing cakes or just explain it to you as we go. So let's get started. Let me set the cake out of the way. Okay, so we're going to use the pasta maker to make the pineapple bread. The recipe is not really important. You can Google any recipe, use your own recipe, whatever it is, and try it in here just to see how it works. I'll try to leave a link to the recipe that I'm using today down in the description. So I'm going to pull you down here so you can see what it is I am doing. There it is. So this is the pasta cooker, and the first thing I need to do is, just like you do a cake pan or anything else, you're going to need to spray the inside and put a little bit of flour in there. And that's just what I'm going to do. We're going to do this, then set it aside. Make sure it's all sprayed. And then I'm going to take some flour, just drop off in there, and we're going to dust the inside of the pasta cooker. I found this to be the best way to get things out of there. Now it may come out without doing this, but I just old school, and we'll try it like this. I may try one later in where I don't spray it and see how it turns out. I need one more spot over here, and I'm getting flour everywhere. Alright, so I need to shake out the excess flour. Let me get that out. And then this is what it's going to look like on the inside. So we're going to set this aside, and we'll get to that in a few minutes. So excuse me. Like I said, this is a pineapple recipe that I found online. Like, I've tried all kinds of pineapple bread recipes, and I thought, well, I'll just try this one today. So this one is really easy, and like I said, I'll put a description I'll put a link in the description for you to find it. But I already have my flour set out here. We're going to need some cream cheese, softened cream cheese. We're going to need the sugar. We're going to need 1 egg, and about 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And I'm just going to eyeball this. We're going to put that in there, and then we have to use the mixer to blend this up. So it might get a little bit loud. So I have the sugar and the cream cheese and all of the egg mixed together. So we're going to pour in the flour. This is 2 cups of flour, a teaspoon of salt, and a teaspoon of baking soda. We're going to put that in there. We're going to mix this up. You may have your own recipe. That's fine. Do your own recipe. Try this one. This one's a little crumbly right now. So to that, I need to add a 1/2 cup of sour cream, and we're going to mix that till it is combined. And I'm going to show you this. I don't know, it might be too much glare on here, but we're going to combine this. And then you're going to get added moisture once you put the pineapple in here, using canned crushed pineapple. And like I said, this recipe is so super easy. You know, I have people ask me all the time, what else can I do with products and things, you know, with Tupperware? Do I have to cook just what it's made for? And I tell everybody, get in the kitchen and just play with it. Try it out. See, you know, get an idea, use it. So that's what I did. And trust me, we have several cakes around here right now from me just trying out ideas. So I've got that combined. And now we're just going to take a 20-ounce can of crushed pineapple, dump that in there. You're going to save the juice because you're going to need that for a frosting type thing, you know, a glaze to go over the top. And really, this video is not going to be very long. There's not a whole lot to it, the recipe wise. But I just found it amazing. It's like, well, I can cook this and other things. Why can't I try it in the pasta cooker? The pasta cooker maker you use in the microwave, it's doing boiling water, it's cooking the pasta. So I might as well try this. So I did. And it cooked. And it's very good. So right there is the pineapple bread mix. Right, that's all there is to it. It's like I told you, it's super easy, simple recipe. Now in the oven, you probably have to bake this for what? Oh, 50-60 minutes. But in the microwave, in the pasta cooker, we're going to cook it for about 12 to 14 minutes. But there is a thing to that, so I'm going to tell you that here in just a minute. Make sure I got all that mixed up in there. So here we go. Our pasta cooker is floured. Make sure I don't have any excess in there. And we're going to put this off in here. Now you can see it's kind of thick. So you're not going to want to cook it fast. You're going to have to give it time to get done, but not dry it out. And that's what I've been working on. So there is our bread, or sweet bread cake, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to try pumpkin in here. I'm going to try some apple bread in here. I have a bunch of other recipes that I want to try just to see how well it goes. So, get you back up here. From here, we're not going to put a top on it, because if you put it in the oven, you don't put a top on it. So you're going to cook it the same way in the microwave as you would in the oven. No top. What you're going to do is turn your microwave down to 70% power. And that allows the stuff to cook slower and not at such a high rate to where it burns the edges or makes the edges really hard, cooks out all the moisture and everything. So you're more slow cooking it in the microwave. So be sure to put it down to about 70% power and then try it out on your microwave and see about the time. Mine took about between 12 and 14 minutes. So I'm going to set this for 13 minutes on 70% power, and when it's done we'll come back and take a look at it. So I will be right back. Okay, we are back, and I had to go ahead and put mine back in. So it's somewhere between 12 and 15 minutes, really depending on your microwave. So you're just going to have to adjust time. I would really start checking it about 12 minutes and then add in a few minutes at each time until you get it done, you know, and it's not raw in the middle. So between 12-15 minutes the tops in the microwave, and this is how it turned out. Now keep in mind, this is not the oven, so it's not going to have that crusty brown top and everything on there, but this is the pineapple bread here. Now it's still warm, and if you notice, I don't know if you can see or not, but the sides have pulled away from the pasta maker. That's the same way in the stack cooker. If it has pulled away, it's pretty much done right there. So I'm just making sure there's no crust around there that's stuck to the sides, and I'm going to attempt to get this out while it's hot. So I'm going to put this on top. I would do cake makers, but I'm about to run out of them because I've been using so many cake makers. And I'm going to turn this over and get me another towel, and I'm going to just lift the pasta cooker right up off of there, just like that. Now keep in mind, this is upside down, and I'm going to pull this down where you can see, but that is the pineapple bread right here. You can see it's jiggling, it's soft, it's moist. I would say I'd use the lid, but I'm going to have to use that here in a few minutes. But let me get a plate and see if I can turn this over on it. Just to show you. There we go. But that is the pineapple bread that we cooked. Like I said, between 12 and 15 minutes. You want to check your microwave and see how it's going. But we did this in the pasta cooker instead of in the oven. Now, oven is great. Oven is good. But when it is hot in Texas in the summer and you want some pineapple bread for dessert, no, don't turn the oven on. Get you one of these. Get the pasta cooker and cook it in there. Super easy and fun to do. It's not hurting the pasta cooker because, like I said, it holds boiling water and cooks pasta and everything in it already. So it is good to go. And you're not cooking it that long. I love this thing. Absolutely love this thing. So once this cools down a little bit, all I did was take about 2 cups of powdered sugar and the saved juice from the pineapple, and I made a glaze to go over it. And so I might want to put a little bit on top while it's still warm and kind of let that just ooze down into the bread, just like that. And then once it cools, I'll come back and drizzle some more on there. You could take some chopped up cherries and put on here on top of it. Just drizzle on top of it. Oh, that would be awesome. So now I have 2 banana breads, or pineapple breads. I got banana bread on the brain. And you can do it just like this. And then once it cools, go ahead and drizzle some more on top, just like I did this one here. I don't know if you can see that very well, but it is smelling so good in my house. But that's a surprise for you today. It's something else you can do with your pasta cooker. So if you want to know more about Tupperware and the products, feel free to get with me and I'll be glad to explain more to you. You can follow me on Facebook. at facebook.com/TW You can email me at pattydooley@hotmail.com, and I'll be glad to get with you. Also, we have, if you're watching this after July 8th, they're not on sale. But right now we have the pasta cooker, rice cooker, and the breakfast maker all on sale for $39 for the 3-piece set, guys. 3-piece set. I'll put a picture of that at the end so you can see it. So if you have questions or something, feel free to get with me. I'll be glad to talk with you. So this is just something new we can do. Something new to play with in the kitchen. So you guys be blessed, and I will see you soon. Bye. Oh, and I'm going to do some cakes for you. So keep coming back here. Click like, subscribe, and share, and ring the bell, and everything else. So you'll know when I do another video. I'll talk to you later. Bye.